Hello, today we're in Fleurier where we have a brand new series of videos that we're going to be starting. It's called In the Office With. The idea is that we visit CEOs in their place of work to see where all the magic happens. Today we're at Parmigiani Fleurier and we're going to meet CEO Guido Terreni.
Hello Sophie, how are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Please, welcome.
Thank you. Right, so lead me to your office.
It's just round the corner.
Wonderful.
It's one of the historical buildings of Fleurier, the first one who hosted the watchmakers back in the days.
Wow.
And Michel bought this place for the foundation, and it's a bit of history.
Yes, it's nice.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Well, please.
Wow, so this is your office.
This is
Corner office, that's good.
my...
Lots of light.
Yes, it is.
So tell me about it. What do you like about this space?
Well, first of all, I like because it's in the middle of everything, because we are on two buildings, so the operations and the manufacturers on the other side of the street, so it's quicker for me to cross the road, and the offices are up on the second floor and third floor of this building. But I like it because it's also a cozy space, and it's not so formal, but it's got a lot of soul.
And you're right next to the reception, so anyone passing through can say
Exactly.
Bye.
And so I like to be in the middle of things, so it's good.
Now, are there any objects, personal objects,
Personal
on your
objects
desk that you can tell us about?
Well, that painting I'm very attached to. This is Montfort in Verbier.
Okay, it's beautiful.
Backside, front side.
Yeah.
Magnific moments of my life there, and keeps me in contact with nature, which I love, and mountains. Then what can I show you? Well, my dog that is here, and I'm very attached to her. This is to remind me that I have to travel a lot. And then this is my motorcycle.
So what's
One of the two.
Okay, so which one is this?
This is my GS 1150 of 2001.
Okay.
That's my wedding gift to myself. and I still have it because I will never separate myself from that.
Yeah.
And that's my passion, clears my mind.
Do you come to work on your motorcycle?
Not so often as I would love to, because I'm not really presentable afterwards. But yes, I come once in a while if I want to have fun and it's a nice day.
On a Friday.
On a Friday, yes.
Well, let's sit down and
yes.
we can
Please.
have a chat about business and other topics. Okay. So let's move now from interior design to watch design. How have you used design to reformat the brand's identity?
Well, first of all, everything starts from the brand. No? So the brand, you have to grasp its soul before designing, and you have to understand who you want to serve. Yeah. Because the beauty of independent brands and that are not obliged to do big quantities, you can choose the client that you want to serve. And I went back to the early days of the brand. 1996 was the unveiling of this adventure, and in very few years the brand became extremely prestigious in high horology, and I wanted to understand which was the client in those days who made the brand, so the reputation of the brand. And 25 years later, what would this person be? Yeah. So looking at a client which is very savvy in watchmaking, educated, understated, part of the values of the brand, and not loud, not ostentatious. So these values are part of what we're designing. Okay. And then you dig into the codes of the brand. The aesthetic codes of the brands are signs that are recognizable and they are identifiable with the brand. First of all, the logo PF. The PF logo was a seal to pass customs. It was a technical thing.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Michel designed, but as he designed everything with taste and with attention to what he likes, which is the golden ratio and all the rules of aesthetics that he knows, he designed this as an aesthetic thing, and it was hidden. It was in the oscillating mass, it was on the crown, but
Okay.
not in a predominant position. So putting it at 12 o'clock on the dial was already a statement of privacy, because it's a private luxury that we're serving. And we took out the logo, the written logo, and we substituted with this graphism, which is so powerful and so elegant, and that's the first thing that you notice now, this understated, minimal style, but it's very rich to design. And then you go into the guilloché and you try to say what a guilloché is today. How can I take out that old-fashioned look that technique has? And we did it by miniaturizing the scale of the motif. And then you go on all the finishings of the case and the bracelets, the comfort. I mean, plenty of things that build up a brand identity that is very fresh.
How important would you say design is for a brand, you know, in such a hyper-competitive market today?
Extremely important.
Yeah.
I always do the parallel with cars. I mean, the body of a car is what seduces you, and then when you open the hood and you see what's underneath, you are even more seduced if you want, and then you have the performance, etc. So in watchmaking, it's a bit the same, but it's everything in 39, 41 millimeters instead of 5 meters. But the dynamics of the desire are more or less the same. And it's important that clearly you respect the brand and you respect the client first of all, and then everything follows.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you about the Grand Prix d'Horlogerie. That it's big news. You have 5 watches nominated, so congratulations. It's
Thank
probably
you.
a record. I'm not sure. I'd have to check, but you're up there. I don't think I've ever seen it.
No.
But one thing I found interesting was you're nominated in the men's category and the women's category for pretty much the same model. Was that intentional when you were designing this model to make it unisex, or?
Well, your question is very smart, and there's a funny story behind that. Well, first of all, 5 nominations is really a great reward, so I'd like to thank the Academy, because to have given us this opportunity to be finalist in 5 categories is really, we're overwhelmed, so very, very happy about that. We haven't won anything yet, so we're not...
But it's still, already it's an honour to be
really,
nominated.
After 1 year of work, it's really great. So this is a lot of pride for us. But on your question on the ladies, it came out that clearly when you enter a brand, you look at the priorities, and of course men was the priority to fix first. No? So the micro rotor in 40 millimeters with the ultra thin movement was where everything starts. And when we showed it last year in the Geneva Watch Days, and there were women who looked at their watch and said, "But I would wear this."
Yeah, I was one of them.
And the funny thing is that please don't change anything. Don't put me a pink dial. Don't put me a diamond on it. Just like this, I would wear it. If it was a little bit smaller, and I can't squeeze the movement, so I had to think of how could we address such a demand with another movement. So we went and we designed a 36 millimeters. And then what happens, and that men saw that size and said, "Well, I would wear that."
Okay. Oh wow.
Because it's a vintage size on a contemporary watch, if you want, for a man. So this funny story for a man watch that was appreciated by ladies, and a ladies watch was appreciated by men, is a bit the nuance of the consistency between the two.
Well, that's progress, I guess, right?
Yes, exactly.
One last question. We're at your desk. What are you working on right now? Is there anything you can tell us what your plans are?
It's less sexy probably than what you think, but at this moment I'm working on supply.
Okay.
Because we have really a demand which is over 4.5 times last year's turnover. So it's something that we have to face, and of course we cannot deliver this year, and we're working on that. But I'm not interested in creating desire by withholding the product. I hope that everybody will be able to enjoy our creations. So this is what I'm working on right now.
Okay, well that's an important topic, so great. Thank you so much, Guido, for letting me into your wonderful office and showing us a little bit of the magic behind the brand. It's been a real pleasure.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.